Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and I'm going live today. Happy Friday, TGIF. For a lot of you that are tuning in, please say hello. Hi Shannon. Morning. Hi everyone. Waiting for everybody to come on. Come on. All right. Let's see those numbers populating. That's what I'm talking about. Hey everybody, happy Friday. Welcome back. Got a lot of tea. Erica. Hey Erica Perez, you're so sweet. She says, hi Ray, I'm loving your Oracle deck. I'm so happy that you're liking it, you're loving it, and it's helping people. I'm so happy. Hi Gloria, hi Ernestina, Laser Kitty. Hey guys. So much tea to spill. How you doing? Hey Ryan, thank you for being here. You're welcome. Hi Jen. Okay, so I figured, I was going to do my live tonight at 6:30, but then I kept thinking to myself, a lot of you probably have children. You're going to go taking them to trick or treat, later in the evening. Things are going on. I figured a lot of you wouldn't be on here. Hi, Dolores. A lot of you wouldn't be on here today at this time because, again, maybe you're, baking cupcakes for your children's classroom or party, or you're taking somebody, out to, maybe you have a date night on a Friday night or Friday evening. But I thought mainly about kids having their, a lot of parents are taking them to trick or treat or Halloween themed parties or events tonight. So that's why I'm doing it this early. Typically, I also do them like just once a week, which I did one on Monday, I believe. But I'm doing it now again because there's a lot of things that I want to talk about. So I hope all of you are doing good. First thing I want to talk about is the weather here in South Texas. It was like up in the 90s yesterday. Today it is 51 degrees early this morning. Right now it is actually 2:28 p.m. when I'm filming this in the afternoon. And it's 63 degrees, but it was like 48 in the morning. And then it rose up to like 51. I'm loving it. I'm not complaining. After the brutal summer Texas heat that we've had, I'm just so thankful. Yeah, Ken, it's raining in Louisiana. I follow a couple of my peeps, my soul family from Louisiana, and they took pictures and had in their stories that it was raining like crazy this morning, like around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. It was raining, so yeah, it's crazy. But the weather is changing. A lot of tornadoes have been spotted, like up in North Texas still, in that area. So it's really, really crazy. The weather patterns are shifting, etc. I wanted to talk about, let me see if I have that email. It was sent, I'm not going to say from whom, but it was a subscriber, a ray of light, one of my rays of light. And, okay, she was very concerned because, she says, hey, Ray, I heard that November the 4th through the 6th, that there's supposed to be an electromagnetic pause. I heard it wasn't released to mainstream media because they didn't want to induce panic. Then November 15th through the 30th, it's supposed to be utter darkness. They're saying if you're not prepared, that you will die in 3 days. Please shed some insight on this. Thank you. Okay, so first of all, I explained that's just nonsense. These are probably the same people that have been talking about doomsday since 2012 and that it's going to happen on December 20th, and it's going to happen all the time. These are people that are just a scare tactic. Do not feed into fear. There's nothing to worry about. I am friends and with colleagues that are also do world predictions. One of them is Michelle White Dove. Shout out to Michelle. For those of you that don't follow her, she's very accurate. She was actually tested on TV and won the show America's Psychic Challenge, I believe. And she did explain that we may have some blackouts or power outages, but nothing like this. This is just panic, and it's disturbing. I hate when I see that people are trying to feed upon other people's fears. but do not panic. It's always good though, and I will say this, to have some supplies on hand, some bottled water, some canned foods that can carry you for up to a week, etc. So yeah, no, her name's Michelle White Dove. And you should definitely check her out. She's really great at her blogs and her predictions, etc. But yeah, I don't foresee any of that happening. And I did send her an article that I saw, that basically the event of that happening is through solar flares and other, disruptions in the atmosphere, in the, in the planetary system. And it's very unlikely that that's going to happen. So don't worry. Yeah, like the Y2K scare, exactly. Just people, wanting people to freak out and have fear, and it's like, that's crazy. Another thing, California with all these fires, let's send out some healing light, some energetic light and healing to the areas and families that have been affected. It is like scary when you look at the TV news and you see all these areas, Santa Clarita and all these other areas near Los Angeles, that are being affected by the fires. I feel like these are all man-made fires, are not natural. And I won't say anymore, but they're all man-made, and there's a reason that they're being done every year. Specifically, if you notice, like just in the last 4 years, like it's been, well, I know they've had it for every year they have fires. That's like not even, unexpected, but it's gotten worse over the last 4 years or so. So again, I feel like it's being done to control people there, to kind of, because California is such an open state. I don't like to use the word liberal because I hate that word. I hate using the word liberal, but it is more of a free spirited kind of state. It stands like more accepting of people of all walks of life, if you understand what I'm saying. And these areas are going to be targeted. It is also the area of a lot of evil, because predominantly you think of Hollywood, you think of all these people in the industry that are maybe, in a very negative type of union, etc. That is, part of the reason a lot of this is happening. And I think the universe is allowing these people that are starting these fires to do it. But there is like an agenda. There is some, it's to control people. Basically, when you destroy properties, destroy homes, people's livelihood, they become dependent on the government for assistance, right? If you don't have insurance, then it's declared like a disaster area, and then FEMA steps in. So I'm just going to say at that, it's like control, okay? It's just crazy. I looked at all the fires that were going on. It's like last year, I remember I followed it very quickly. I mean, very much so. I followed like several days in all the areas. So let's send peace and healing out to California that's being affected, and hope that everyone is safe. I was speaking to a friend of mine that lives in Santa Clarita, and she was telling me that they have to have home insurance. I mean, like fire insurance over there, because it's mandated, since they live so close to the mountains in that area, where it's a lot of bushes and fires are known to break out. So yeah, it's really scary completely. Then I wanted to talk about some other things. Felicity Huffman, talk about white privilege. Now, I'm not trying to, throw the race game, etc. I heard, now I don't know if it's true. Y'all give me the tea down here for those of you that have been following more of the celebrity gossip, etc. Homegirl got out in 11 days of serving time in prison. She's already out. She's a free bird. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. Felicity Huffman is already free. Talk about white privilege. If this would have been a Latina, if it would have been a Black person, an African American, we would have gotten the worst treatment, and we would be serving probably more than the sentence that was given to her. And again, I'm not playing the race card, but it is what it is. And that is what we talk about, white privilege. That really upset me that I saw that. So yeah, I mean, money can buy things. Being a certain color can get you out of a lot of trouble. And it's sad. And it's unbelievable that we are living today in a society where that is going on and people just bat an eyelash. If an eyelash falls off, they just turn their head. They don't even think twice about it. It's like they're nonchalant. The elite are nonchalant. The rich people are nonchalant about it. It's crazy. Like, I feel like she got away with it. But somewhere down the line, and I'm not wishing her bad or harm or anything to her family, karma's going to catch up to her because they know, like, the universe knows, regardless of how much money and stuff, it always comes back and it always follows people, whatever wrong that we do. So even though she definitely got away with it in a sense, I feel like there are other things that are maybe that will come to light in the future. And it's just something that we're going to have to see, but it is karma. Like, I feel like the drama for her is far from over. Far from over. So that's the first thing. Then freaking Adele. What is up with her? She sold us all out. All of us that are chunky. She is banging, like, her body. Like, she has lost weight. Have y'all seen her? Oh my God, I'm going to show you a picture of her. Ever since the divorce, that she got the divorce from, her husband, she has been spotted in LA last year. She is skinty. I mean, skinty. Look at her. Look at this thing. Look at her little arms. Her little arms are like the bottom of my legs where my ankles are. She is skinty. I am like, you go, girl. And that's the ultimate revenge. It's like, So I'm very happy for Adele. I really love Adele. I like her. I love her music. Even though she is from, Britain. Shout out to my UK peeps. She's always going to be one of the top favorite singers. Here she is. Let me show you a better picture of her. And this thing over here beating me on the weight gain. I mean, weight loss. She is skinty. That's Adele that we're talking about. So she has gone through whatever she went through in the marriage, she has lost like a lot of weight, which kind of makes me wonder, did she have the gastric bypass surgery? Did she have something that would have, or did she do it naturally? I don't peg her to be the type that would to have a surgery like that. So I feel like maybe the stress of the divorce and the problems in the marriage, etc. Maybe because she was, she was a big girl at one time. And shout out to all my big girls that are tuning in. I'm a big guy, so just keeping it real. She really is doing her thing, and I'm very happy for her. She looks so happy. I feel like this is a new turn in her life. Yeah, I didn't recognize her when I was scrolling through TMZ because I went on there to kind of keep y'all up to date and bring some different elements to this Tea with Spirit to talk about and give you my own insights, apart from what I see on there about her. I feel like she is really like on the rebound. I can see her, meeting other people, but it's going to make him mad. It's going to make her ex mad that she is, because the ultimate revenge you can have is getting your body snatched, having millions of dollars. I hope she signed a prenup when she got married, because knowing that she's a freaking millionaire, I would hate for him to have gotten a lot of that money, even though they do have a child together, etc. But it's always, kind of bitter. I feel like she's going to definitely produce a great album from this divorce. So I can't wait to hear her music. She's dating Skepta, the rapper, now. What is she now? So maybe she is jumping into the rebound game doing that. I've never heard of Skepta at all. So let me see what Ryan. Sometimes people comfort eat, and sometimes people don't eat much when stressed. Yeah, that's so true. It is. Like for me, when I was stressed, it was a lot of comfort eating, like eating for comfort. And that kind of became a blanket for myself. I am 30 pounds down, so I'm going to keep shooting to lose more weight and, get healthier. and get where I need to be. So thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I was like, Adele, oh my God, she looks great. She looks so different, like completely, but that's all good for her. I feel like I said, she is turning around. She is like happier now. I feel like she's happier being single than when she was in a relationship. Let me see here. Let's see what else, what more tea I have here for you. Okay. Okay. Kim and Kanye, they hit the gala in NYC, but where's the album? I guess they're talking about him. Okay, I knew what I wanted to talk about. Nicki Minaj. Okay, supposedly she has gotten married. Am I right? That's the tea. A lot of people want to know. Let me look up the picture of her new man so I can give you the tea. Okay, Nicki Minaj. Okay, her new husband is Kenneth Petty Clip. Okay, I already pulled up the photo. I can't play this video because it is content, but let me, okay, here's the photo. That's Nicki, and that's her new boo thing. Her husband. Her husband. Okay, let me give you the tea. What's good? This ain't gonna last. Okay, that's flat out. In 1 second, I'll just say it. That's not gonna work out. Nicki is not the type. Yes, no, ma'am. Exactly. She is not the type to be controlled, or she's not, I don't feel like she's loyal when it comes to relationships. Even though she is in that, mindset of being the top female rapper, etc. He does not love her. He does not love her. And that's because I get psychic insights when I look at a photograph when I'm reading people. I don't see love. I feel like she's doing this kind of like to say, hey, I have a man. Because for a lot of times, people have been judging her as being single, not settling roots. Remy Ma, there was that beef between Remy Ma and Papoose, and y'all think that I don't be knowing about all these rappers and stuff, but I follow it. I do follow it. And so, I feel like she is kind of like in this phase, like, I got a man now. Like, money for her really, and having the finer things in life, like all these jewels and stuff, that's not really gonna make her feel, fulfilled anymore. Like, she's done that. She's been there. She can sport her new lace weave, or wig, lace front, etc. She can sport her diamond rings, etc. But that's not going to bring her happiness. I feel like she is like looking for happiness in the wrong place, but she's also wanting to show off and show out that, she has a man, that she is taken, that she is this and that. And I love Nicki. I'm not talking smack about her. She's so freaking talented. She is great. A lot of people love to hate Nicki, and they love, but I'm going to come to her defense and say, out of her and Cardi B and all that beef that they had between them, they're both equally talented. A lot of people don't like Cardi because she is kind of ratchet, and I'm just saying it. That's how people perceive her to be, as ratchet. And I love Cardi to death. I love Nicki. And I love, that she is very creative and she is talented, and she can outdo probably a lot of the females out there. But the thing is, with this relationship, I feel like she is kind of like going to lose herself completely. And with him, I don't know what he's into, if he's in a gang or in this, because I keep feeling like the affiliation with a clique. I don't know him. I've never heard of him before, but I feel like he's like also in this relationship because it's beneficial for him to be with her, even though he may have some street cred or have some kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like being known. Like in many ways, he has been locked up a lot. Okay, Denise, that makes sense. That's why I keep seeing, like, I see all that like negative aspects. Not saying that all gangs are negative, but in the most cases they are. Like, I mean, most are known for that. I feel like there is some danger with him. I see a gun. I'm not kidding. Like, I see him carrying a gun. I don't know if he carries it, etc. But um, it's crazy. A lot of this is kind of like, I just feel like he's using her for her status. It's like a mutual user type of situation, and I feel like it's never going to work out because I don't feel like they really love each other. I really don't. And I'll be surprised, if she tries to go further than this and maybe get pregnant. I don't know if she even can. Like, I feel like there's difficulties around that as well, like her trying to fall pregnant, etc. But this is mainly just for show and tell. That's what I feel like it. And I'm just keeping it real. I don't feel like it's going to last. And I feel like there's going to be drama about her and him. And I even feel like he could get physical with her. So with her, I feel like that is something that she needs to be careful with because she's so sweet. And even though she comes off as like a bad girl sometimes, I don't feel like she could defend herself when it comes to this, even if she had bodyguards. Because keep in mind, this is her husband now, like, them being together. I just feel like, he could be abusive. Like, he could be physically abusive to her, which is always a fear. But more than anything, I feel like he would be mentally abusive. And I see substances and I see things that maybe that are going to creep into her life that are going to have her in a downward spiral. I don't approve of this marriage. I would have never approved, So yeah, I feel like he's definitely taking advantage of the situation, maybe kind of telling all the things that she wants to hear, professing his love, etc. But I don't feel like it's going to work out at all. At all. Period, poo. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. And it's sad because I feel like in a way in her mind, she thinks like this is going to be, going to work out. And she gives it time. I think she thinks that, she's going to be happy with it and it's going to all come together. But I just don't see it at all. I don't. Okay, let's see here. Okay. So, let me see. I'm just reading through the comments. He's clout chasing. Yeah, you said it exactly. Yeah, the Shane and Jeffree Star series. Shane Dawson, he's a YouTuber, and so is Jeffree Star. They have Shane is coming out with his conspiracy palette. I believe it's coming out on the 1st of November. I'm not sure. It's on a Friday, I believe. I have actually I did a psychic reading on Shane Dawson, and a lot of people were like, some people were like, no matter like how much all the haters, that tune into my shows, etc. They're like, no matter how, accurate I am, because I did say that like a month or two before he even announced it, that he was going to have a palette. They were like, oh, well, I'm pretty sure that he said that, months ago, or he alluded to the fact that he was going to be working with Jeffree Star on it. And I'm like, that's bullshit. But anyways, I got it right. And I feel like Shane Dawson is going to be a freaking millionaire. Like, he's already a millionaire, like, but not like people think. He has money, but he is going to like probably have $20 to $30 million off of that palette. People are going to buy it because he's really authentic. He really is very much a sweetheart. He comes from the heart. And I don't feel like he's going to let Jeffree change him all the way. I feel like Jeffree is there to help give him like a backbone, help him to come out of his shell, but not necessarily, you know, going to change who Shane is into like, a narcissistic type of person. I feel like Shane is definitely going to stay humble and stay rooted. And for him, like, people don't realize, like, a lot of you don't realize that don't follow the makeup or beauty community, but people that come out with palettes, a lot of times these palettes, like, look at Kylie Jenner. She's a freaking billionaire. When these palettes are released by these celebrities that have huge followings, they can sell out like in a matter of 30 minutes. And the revenue that they think about $48 for a palette. and there's like 30,000 people that buy it, or even 1 million people that buy it. You multiply that by $48, or whatever they're going to charge for the pallet. That is serious cha-ching. So Shane Dawson is going to be loaded. And I'm so glad that Jeffrey is kind of there. I agree with you, MJ, that Jeffrey's there to help him, because not even that, but even his new merch, like he has this pig backpack in black and pink, and it's sold out. Like all his merch sold out, if I'm not mistaken. People are buying it. So yeah, he's going to, he's going to get his coins, and I'm very happy for him. He deserves it. He's worked very hard, probably more than a lot of us other YouTubers out there. I'm a newbie. I have maybe about 4 years or 3 years, maybe no 4 years on my YouTube channel. But he's been here since like, I don't know what, 2000s, like 2008, 2007. I don't know when he started his channel, but he's been on there for quite some time. Okay, another thing that I want to address, because I've seen a lot of people, because I'm part black, and I keep saying that until people feel uncomfortable about it. I have black in me. You can see it I'm part Latino, part black. I have a lot of different ancestries. So let me spill some tea. A lot of black women came for me, and black people came for me. I love all my black family, my black peeps, but I'm going to defend myself. People came for me, and I know why, because I think the community, the African American community, we're so hurt by white privilege and everything that's going on, that I think a lot of people feel uncomfortable, okay, when you talk about a black female or black male, regardless of what they do and their title is. In fact, let me backtrack, because a lot of you rays of light that are tuning in won't know this, and I love y'all. When I first started, I got threatened by a black woman. She was like, "How dare you be doing all black people and profiting and making videos on black people? I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna do this and this and this." And she was just threatening me, and I was like, "Honey, I'm part black myself." And I shouted from the rooftops, I'm not targeting the black community or because I do celebrity videos. You can go through my videos. I do all kinds of celebrity videos. I do all kinds of celebrities from all nationalities. If I feel like I do a little bit more maybe with black people, it's because I love y'all. And not just that, but that's part of my heritage. It's who I am. It's like, I can't deny that part. And maybe I feel a little bit more connected to black people than I do white people or Hispanics. And what's the tea? Like, what's good? Like Nicki Minaj said. So anyways, okay, you think that like racism only exists in the white community against blacks or Hispanics, etc. But there are black people that are racist against white people or people that look white. Some black people that look at me on my channel, my soul family, they're going to probably think that I'm a white boy. I'm not a white boy. I may have blonde hair, which is bleached. My natural hair color is dark brown. My eyes, these are contacts, are brown, okay? And I'm freaking proud of it. But this is my signature look. This is why I choose to wear. And, there's a lot of black women and men that dye their hair, they bleach their hair, and they wear contacts. So what's the big deal, But the thing is that I'm saying here, and I'm trying to get the point across, is that I had this, a lot of black women commenting on my video. They were like, well, I don't agree with you because, Black China, because, look what Kylie did with Tyga and etc. Or, whatever the thing was that they did. And I'm like, but they never mentioned the fact of what Tyga did, the man. They never, I think, especially females in the African American community, they're so quick to, and any community really, we're so quick to jump over another female instead of, holding the men accountable. The men are not clean. These men are not innocent by any standards. So I'm like, you are jumping at a female, and even though Kylie's white or whatever nationality she is, but you didn't even address Tyga. All the messages were about me, kind of taking sides with the Kardashians. I could care less about the Kardashians. I really don't care for them. I'd never watch their show, etc. But I needed to set the record straight. because, I'm not going to be that type of person. I never bite my tongue. I never, hold back. And it's ridiculous that I come and, I had like 15 or 16 dislikes on that video of Black China. I'm just stating my opinion, my own insights, and it's going to make people uncomfortable. And I understand it, but I continue to love my black fam. I can't even talk. My Black family, my Hispanic family, my white family. I love everyone the same. I don't pick or choose sides. When I do my readings, they're coming from an unbiased place. And I'm giving you exactly what I see at the soul level. Like, a lot of you tend to believe more the media at times. And I understand that because the media reports things, that sell and they fabricate. But I will tell you the truth. I will give you the tea from spirit that I see at the soul level. And if you don't believe that I'm a real psychic, or you don't believe, then what are you doing on my channel? That's what I have to say about that. So I had to address that for a few moments because I have nothing against my Black peeps. I am part Black. So I just wanted to set that straight because I felt like I touched some nerves with people that will see the Black China reading. And that's like any future readings that I do on any Black females or Black males, that's family. Like, that's my heritage. So I feel like I am, I don't know. It's a crazy thing to explain, but in the mind of, society and where we stand, like I can understand why a lot of Black people sometimes come at me and they feel like, well, you're a white person, you may look like you are mixed or whatever, but you're white and I'm not, and they're like, well, what gives you the privilege to talk about us? And I'm not talking about celebrities in a bad way. Like, I try to keep it very professional and very much like, just getting the message across. My whole thing about doing these readings is not to hurt anyone. It's not to cause them pain or anguish or, take it to a place where I disrespect them. I always try to keep it peaceful for everyone. And what I'm trying to do, like with celebrities, is to show y'all that they are human beings. We all bleed the same. It doesn't matter if you were born in Dominican Republic, or you were born in Africa, or you were born here in the USA. We're all connected. We all bleed the same. We're all bleed the color red. We're all interconnected in the grand scheme. We're all connected to source. And I feel like it's crazy that we still live in that mentality that white men and people in nature have, socially conditioned us to be separated. That's why I feel like a lot in our Black community, that a lot of my, family out there, there's just so much separation and division. And that's what white people, like not white people, but white men, like the old ancestors, we're going back to like the civil rights before, slavery. It's like we're enslaved in that thinking still that, that we need to fight against one another when we should be fighting the government. We should be fighting for our rights, fighting for freedom, fighting for causes that really are important. And I think people just don't get that. Like, I feel like we still live in that mentality that, oh, well, we should go at one another. And I see it among not only like Black people doing it to white people, but I see Black people doing it to other Black people. And I see white people doing it to Hispanics, and Hispanics doing it to their own race. It's like people in every race are doing it to each other. And it's crazy. We need to stop that. We need to, get to a point where we can just, be one, one love. That's what I'm trying to get across. One love. Everybody is mixed. That's the truth. Even Black people, we are mixed with different ancestry. I think a lot of people are like, well, my ancestors came from, Bantu, or they came from Ghana. And a lot of people think that they're just African American. You look at your bloodline, you have that DNA ancestry. You'll be surprised that you got percentage of Irish. You probably got Britain. Somewhere in the bloodlines are not pure, okay? Unless you're Queen Elizabeth in that family, where they probably have, I hate to say it, but they probably have had breeded in their own family. Bloodlines are not pure. They're not pure. Like, we are all, somebody says, Rudy Banks says, everybody is Black with no pigmentation. Exactly. whether you come from the motherland, your roots, or you come from Spain. Like I have a lot of the Iberian Peninsula in that area, which is Portugal, Spain. I have a lot of bloodline ties to Mexico. I have a lot of bloodline ties to parts of Europe. I have Africa, a lot of Africa in me, from the West Africa, and near Morocco in that area. Like I said, so that is that. I just wanted to say it. I'm just reading through the comments, but I'm not defending myself. I don't feel like I have to defend myself, but I wanted to make that clear because I feel like a lot of people are going to see some more, like I said, it is what it is. I feel connected to Black people. That's my family to me. And even though I don't identify myself only as solely Black, I do identify myself as mixed. I'm going to do a lot more readings on Black people, so Black celebrities. So if you feel uncomfortable, you may not want to watch my video. For those of you that will continue to support me and watch me, thank you. I really do love you, and I'm not going to stop being me or doing me in what I do. Because at the end of the day, I think people have this image in their mind of me and what they want to put me in that category. Like, I feel like a lot of people used to watch me, now they don't, because, another thing that I cannot stand is when some people come to my channel and they're like purposely, fans of another psychic. Like, I'm not going to give comments that are YouTube celebrities as well. And they're like, well, so-and-so said this, and so they're like kind of trying to put me against that other person. And I'm like, no, don't even go there, because I'm not going to comment. I'm going to delete that. If you're wanting to come to my channel to give that other person clout or start some kind of beef between me and that other psychic, good riddance. I'm not like that. I'm not jealous of other colleagues in the community, but I don't want that. A lot of people they come to my channel because they want to start that drama in the comment section. So don't even try it. Don't try me, because you're going to be blocked. You're going to be deleted. And I'm deleting the comments. So, it's ridiculous. Like I think this is why a lot of YouTubers, they quit YouTube, because there's so much trolling. There's so much drama, and people love drama. They feed off of it. Like, they want it, they crave it. And so a lot of people will come to my videos when I do controversial subjects or people just to read the comments. And I can picture them like those memes, just eating popcorn and just scrolling through the comments, just like, oh, he got told this and he got told that. But for the most part, I have moderators on my channel, and myself, I will delete all negativity. I don't want it on my channel. My family are my rays of light. You guys that check in every day or whenever I do my readings, and I want it to be a very peaceful atmosphere. I don't want drama. I don't like, it's okay. I respect people's opinions when they have opinions about a reading that I do. But like the other day, I had someone come to me and they were like trying to educate me when I'm not even asking them about twin flames and the concept of twin flames in my comment section in my video. I was like, girl, no, ma'am. I was like, get your life together. Don't come to my channel trying to educate me about twin flames. You have your own opinion. That's good. Share it on your own channel, but don't come to my channel trying to tell me that I'm wrong about how I see twin flames, because a lot of people have these mindsets where and I've seen it. I have a friend who's in the spiritual community now. She's trying to become more stronger in her psychic gifts. And I'm going to talk about it, but I'm not going to give her name. And so she went to, and I'm glad I'm sharing this with you, because a lot of you may be going through this if you're starting your spiritual path. She went to this group of women. It's like a Facebook group or some kind of website where they do psychic readings that are paid. I think it's Facebook. And in order for her to qualify to be an approved reader, she had to do a test. And the test consisted of doing 3 or 4 mediumship readings for these women. I told her, honey, they're using you. I think a part of her didn't believe me. I said, honey, they're using you for a free reading, and then they're going to tell you that you failed. And it came out exactly like I told my friend. And I'm the type of friend that if I know something, I'm not going to hold my tongue. I'm going to tell you like it is, because I would want my friends to tell me, my true friends, to tell me exactly how they are. But let me tell you, if you are trying to get your feet wet into a spiritual community, beware of these groups that want to test you to become an approved reader on their website or on their. I had it done to me when I first started, so I'm speaking from experience. A lot of you know that I'm a good psychic. I'm pretty accurate. I get things on spot. When I first started, my psychic abilities were on point. Like they were not that they're not now. Like when there's this period when you first start, like your third eye opens, that there's this short doorway or window of time, like your psychic senses are on overload and you are exploding, like you are on fire, and you can tune in and give information like this and not even get tired. Okay. And so I was at that point in the beginning, and I went to this group, a Facebook group, and I wanted to become an approved reader for this group. And there was a group of women. They wanted me to do psychic tests. I knew that they were going to, fail me. They were going to say that I failed, and or they were going to create some kind of drama so I wouldn't get approved on their site. A lot of these people that want you to do testing to be an approved reader are not doing it so that you can be a part of them. Think about it, the mentality. If it's just close to a select group of people, the more readers that they have that are going to be approved to do paid readings with clients is going to kind of divide their money and take away their money. You think they're going to do that in all honesty? No, they're not, because in the spiritual community, in these psychic groups, is a lot of jealousy, believe it or not. And it's about greediness and about those coins. For them, it's not really about the gift. It's not really about giving the messages to people and giving them closure and healing. It's about what coins they can make so they can go and buy the things that they want. Okay. So they really are not invested in people. And I'm going to have people, I'm pretty sure, that look at this, that do this kind of crap, come for me. And I don't care, but I'm going to say, because it needs to be said, people are being taken advantage in a lot of these psychic Facebook groups. And so they told me, I did the mediumship and psychic readings, and I knew it was on point. But then one of the ladies that I did the reading for, I saw something in her husband. Keep in mind, I am a medical intuitive, so I pick up on things from spirit, although it wasn't a diagnosis. And so I told her something, and then she took it all out of proportion. She was like, you cannot tell people this. You cannot read this way. There's a certain way to deliver messages, blah, 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 blah. And she just tried to tear me down in thinking that I was that person that didn't have a thick skin and that I couldn't handle it. And I was like, I told her, look, Miss Thing, you can go and take this and shove it. You know what? Because I don't need this. Like, who are you to tell me that there is an approved way of delivering, and I understand, there is a certain way of delivering things, but for the most part, I tell people in the spiritual community and spiritual path, that there isn't a manual to teach you everything about mediumship and psychic abilities. Your teacher is going to be spirit. Your teacher is the connection to spirit, to the other side. And then these people come around, I read for 3 freaking people, and they wanted just a free reading. And so from that point on, it opened my eyes so that now, I wouldn't go to a group searching to do, excuse me, approved readings in that group. So yeah, a lot of people didn't think that the psychic Donald J for Justice, they don't think, he didn't think that a lot are in the psychic community are like that, but it's the truth. It is the truth. And people are like that. And it's freaking insane that they treat other people. Now my friend feels self-esteem is low. She feels kind of maybe like her gift. I told her, honey, even if you were to, I told her, you got a lot of things right. I said, even if I would have taken the test, I said, and I would want to join that group that you were wanting to join, it would have been rigged, so I would have failed the test. That was what they were going to tell me, because these women only wanted a free psychic reading from a psychic intuitive. And at the end of the day, they got their jollies out of it. So yeah, beware of those groups, etc. There are legitimate sites like the bestamericanpsychics.com. I think, there's some people that do test you over the phone, but it's one reading. and you read for someone and you get tested and you get approved, but then you also have to pay, like, I think, like a fee, an annual fee to be listed in their directory, etc. But if it's not one of those trusted sites, like I trust the Best American Psychics, like they are good. I would say they're legit, and there's a couple of other places, but if it's like a Facebook community, girl, no. Just keep going on into the free Facebook groups. There's a lot of free Facebook groups, where you can do free readings, etc. And there's some approved Facebook groups that don't do this, and those I commend. But there is just so much drama in the spiritual community this week in particular. And I told her, she was like, really, like, her self-esteem was low. I told her, honey, don't let them get to your mind. I said, even if you would have gotten, like, you got a lot of things right. She told me, like, she sent me the photos of the people that she read, and she was like, I was like, girl, you're pretty much spot on a lot of things. Maybe there's a couple of things, but I said, even if you got it right, these women were not going to pass you. And so I told her, let me, let me know what's happening. Like, I want to know the tea. So finally she came back. She says, I didn't pass. I said, no, it's not that you didn't pass. It's that these women are being underhanded and are being scammers, basically. I said, they're just using psychics with strong psychic abilities, because my friend is a pretty good psychic. And they're just using them to get a free reading for themselves. And that is abusing the psychic gifts. And that's when I feel like the universe steps in. Sometimes these people that may be kind of talented or may have psychic abilities and have these groups and run these operations, and they're using them, their psychic abilities for, bad purposes to hurt people like this. So yeah, just be aware of this. Be aware of people who say that you're cursed and that you need, $600 to pay $600 or $1,000 to remove something and hex or whatever. It's crazy. Red flags should go up. I've had people come to me crying that they've been threatened, that they're afraid that this person was into magic, they were going to do a curse on them, or they've cursed them in some kind of way. You'd be surprised to the extent of some psychics and the levels that they will go to get money from people, and not only that, but harass people and stalk them, so that they can get into that fear mode and willingly pay you. So yeah, Aqua Goddess says there's a couple of fakes on YouTube too. It's everywhere. You just gotta look at reviews, look at video testimonials if they have them, if not written testimonials. But you also have to trust your own instinct. You can't go by what people tell you, because like I wrote a post the other day about people that come to me and get psychic readings, and they go to these Facebook groups and talk shit about me, that, to tarnish my name and reputation. I know all of that comes back to me. I have friends that are in these groups. I have eyes and ears, not just here in the physical, but in the spiritual realm. So I know what people do and the tactics they do. They send screenshots of what I've sent them, or they'll ask, they make up these fake scenarios and they think that I don't know the truth, etc. All that time and energy that they do and they waste on investing on trying to take someone down is a negative vibration. And all of that just contributes to them not being happy in life. Why waste all of your time and energy on trying to take someone down or trying to hurt them, when you could better your life and you could use all that time and energy to find and work the kind of job that you want? But sadly enough, in the spiritual community, there are people out there that claim to be witches, conjurers, psychics, healers, that are basically out for their own interest in coins. And a lot of them will befriend you on the way, on the spiritual path, will befriend you to take your clientele away from you and draw them to themselves. So this is one of the reasons that I am very selective on my circle and who I choose to work with. Unless it's Oprah, unless it's Wendy Williams, or it's E! Network calling me to do a collab on their show and I'm getting paid with a contract, or I'm going to get some kind of elevated promotion, I'm staying away from a lot of, collabs with other colleagues in the industry, because it is a bunch of mess. And it's not that I can't work with other people, but it is what it is. Like the true nature of people and how they operate, it's maybe like a quarter of the percentage of people that are really authentic and that really are not in that competitive spirit and mode. But there's so many bullies, so many people that will try to tear you down, etc. You just got to stay strong and you got to keep forging along. So that was my rant. I'm going to get into private readings now. I mean, public readings here, but they're going to be general in nature. We're going to cast some spells today. I bought this deck here for those of you that haven't seen it. An old friend who used to be my friend introduced me into this tarot deck. And so it always stayed true to me. They're the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. I've spoken about her. I really, really love Lucy and all of her stuff. And these cards are so unique. They are huge. This is the booklet that comes with it. But the cards themselves, they're pretty huge. They have the all-seeing eye on the background, but I don't think, not all of them have the eye. They have different symbols. But the cards themselves, like a spell that you say. Okay. So we're going to be casting spells. So if you want a general reading, please comment in the comment section, and then we'll go ahead and I'll, whoever I feel spirit draws me to, I'll be doing a reading. Claire Hunt says, I hear you, Ray. Same position in my industry. I've been accused of being uncollaborative because of jealousy of competitive coworkers. I'm so sorry you have to go through that, hun. Like, I am so sorry. Like, there's a lot of you out there that are in the spiritual community that maybe have gone through this or at some point will go through it. And it could be in any community, like any industry that you work, any profession, there's just jealousy. Like, I'm not that person who doesn't want to work with other psychics or mediums or healers. But at the end of the day, what I've been proven, what has been shown to me is the true nature of a lot of people that want to align with you or work with you just to use your name for clout so that they can get your clientele. A lot of the people that I've worked with in the past, maybe their readings were a little bit cheaper than mine, where mine are at. And so a lot of people will sometimes try to ride your coattails or try to use you in some kind of way to drive business. And then when it's all said and done, you're the bad guy. But you gave them that clout. You helped them, elevate them in some kind of way. But they don't remember that. The only thing they will remember is when you cut them out of your life, because they no longer are able to drain and feed on your, on your clients. So it's very sad, but it is the truth. And I had to talk about it. Hi, Zendel fan, my fam from Louisiana. Hi, Melissa, Texas Q Patriot. All right, so Stan the Magician. Hey, welcome. Brooke Watts. Okay, I'm going to do a reading for Brooke Watts. Brooke, I'm going to pull 2 cards for you, okay? Brooke Watts. And thank you for the person that gave the donation earlier. I didn't pay attention to the name, but I was really in my zone, spilling the tea. I hate to use the word gossiping, but I was having that, chatting. Okay, Brooke, here we go. Okay. Brooke, prosperity. As this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. I feel like a charmed one. Brooke Watts, hey. So prosperity is around you. I feel like there is some prosperity. There is talk of money. Maybe you have focus right now on your finances. Money's coming to you, Brookie. There's money. Okay. Next one, destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. So I feel like there maybe is something that you're wanting to be shown, like you're needing some validation, some proof from the universe that they're hearing you, that things are going to get better in your life, specifically around your finances. Okay, Brooke? And I feel like this is what Spirit is saying that it is. And notice it has the number 8. So when I look at a card, how I interpret it sometimes is that maybe the number 8 means within 8 months. So I don't feel like this is immediate. It could be within 8 months, what Spirit is saying here. Okay. I also feel like with the moon and the moon, the crescent moon, notice the lady is leaning on the moon. The moon is the sign of intuition. It is the symbol of intuition. And so I feel like for you, it's about you listening to your intuition when you either apply for a job, looking to ways to create more money for yourself. Okay. So pay attention to that. Hold on to this if it doesn't make, like, if anyone that I read today, hold on to the messages if they don't make sense to you. These are general. I typically read without cards, just focusing on a photograph. But since we can't do photographs on here, I wish that, it would allow us to, like, people to send their photographs and say general. And I could just look at photographs. But this is how I read when I am in a large group with, the cards. I can do it without the cards, and I'll probably shift without the cards in a few minutes. All right. So thank you so much. And that was for Brooke Watts. Okay. Let's see here. You hear that train in the background? Can you all hear it? I live close to a railroad tracks. Okay, Aqua Goddess Woman. Can I have a general reading, please? You sure can, ma'am. And thank you for saying please. A lot of people just say, I need a reading. Or they're like, give me a reading or do something. And I'm like, no, ma'am, no, sir. Where's your manners? Please say please. I was raised like that. I mean, there's just something out of me. But nowadays, like a lot of our youth, they don't know mannerisms. They don't know to say please or thank you. I'm like, I would be scared to even ask one of my elders, to do something and not say please behind it. Be slapped. And that ain't no lie. And there's some elders out there, that would do that still. Okay. So Aqua Goddess Woman. You got joy. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. God, I feel like a charm one. I think I would be Phoebe. She was my favorite, like Alyssa Milano Phoebe, in Charmed. And then it was then it was Prue. I love Prue. I would be like, girl, if I had Prue's power where I could just go like this with my hand and toss somebody, away. Okay, let me stop. But okay, going back, Aqua Goddess Woman, I feel like Spirit is saying that, you are at this point, like you're maybe not feeling joy as much, but you are going to be feeling it, okay? There is a major shift for you with the color orange. It's like a road opener for you. The color orange is known to be like a color synonymous with transformations, roads opening for you. What I mean by roads opening, meaning like anything that you feel blocked right now in your life, you're moving ahead. You're going to be able to push ahead. That's what, like, if you want to burn like a road opener candle, they're typically orange. Sometimes they can vary. They can be green with orange or just green. They can be different colors, but the orange color is very powerful. I feel like it is the divine masculine. There's also some progress in a relationship or in your love life. Some kind of progress that is going to be made, Aqua Goddess. Okay, so hold on to that. The card didn't say that, but I know because Spirit is talking. And then I got here friendship. Bring to me friendship true, sharing laughter, understanding too. Healing. So you're going through a cycle of healing with the color green. I feel like it's your heart. Whatever you've been through, girl, in your love life, I feel like there's some healing. There is talk, like I said, of friendship. And I didn't even know the second card I had pulled until now. So I feel like there's something about love life, relationship for you that you hold dear, Aqua Goddess, okay? So I hope this helps for you, sweetheart. Thank you. Okay. Let me scroll down, see the comments. Aqua Goddess says she was mine too. Phoebe Hallowell. They need to come out. Like, I need a new charm with the old cast members, like all of them. Bring them back. Bring Prue back. Bring, write a caption or something where she didn't die after all, or she comes back reincarnated. Oh, I love Charm. I still watch it every day. Like, whenever it comes out on TNT on cable? I think my favorite spell off of Charm was, like, I have it memorized because I've watched it so many times. Powers of the witches rise, course unseen across the skies. Come to us, we call you near. Come to us and settle here. I need to be on Charmed. Orange Blossom, thank you so much, sweetheart. I adore you too. She's real sweet. Okay. Denise Tate. Okay, Denise, let me pull some cards for Denise Tate. Okay, Denise, I got for you. I am safe. I am secure. In love, I trust. My faith endures. You got a very spiritual color, the color blue. Some people may see it purple. Maybe I'm colorblind, but I see like an indigo type of blue, maybe a different type of blue, but it is blue. It's about trust. The fact that Denise Tate, you got the trust card, I feel like it's like that's one of your maybe karmic lessons here on earth that you're still trying to master, maybe from being hurt in the past. Learning to trust again is not easy, but I feel like you're kind of blossoming like this plant, reconnecting with your roots and learning to trust again. Okay, so I see you breaking through some barriers within the next 4 months where you're going to have some faith restored in yourself, in maybe another person, maybe family. But I feel like there's something with around trust since that card came up. Then I got, on a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. So, and it's got the owls. The owls are spiritual messengers, wisdom. I feel like you have ascended masters and angels working with you, hun. You have people, your ancestors. Your ancestry runs deep, Denise Tate. It runs deep. And so your ancestors are communicating with you. The owls known to be like nocturnal, but they see through darkness. So whatever dark period you're going through, your eyes are wide open. And even though you can't see maybe the light at the end of the tunnel, it's there. And you're going to navigate just like an owl does gracefully, in the nighttime. You're going to be able to do so as well. It's about keeping your eyes wide open. That's what I feel like what Spirit is trying to say. And notice how on both of your cards, Denise, on the back, it's very powerful. Okay. So I hope that helps. Okay, let's go down. Yinny Yin, thank you so much, sweetheart. I got your readings that you paid for, so I'll be working on those. Thank you for joining today. Y'all don't see my shirt, but it's like a velvet. I busted out with my velvet today because it's cold and that keeps me warm. I'm a big fashionista. I love fashion. But if I didn't do this kind of work, I think I would probably be working as a fashion designer, a fashion curator, something, maybe a stylist to the celebrities. I would love that job too. I love fashion. Give me some Louboutins, some Louboutins. Give me some Gucci. I probably would need them to be special made in my size because Lord knows that all these designer clothing, they are like done on the size 30 waist, 31. And honey child, I just don't fit in that. Maybe one leg and that's it. It's ridiculous, like these sizes that they make these clothes in. But I make do thanks to ASOS and Ralph Lauren and some of these other designers that care about us big people. These are us big people. Yeah, ASOS is my favorite place to shop. That's one of my favorites for big men's clothing. Also Fashion Nova men. Like I love Fashion Nova, and this is not sponsored, but it should be. Come on, Fashion Nova, sponsor me. I'll be one of your models. I'll be sporting all those clothes that you be gotten for the big people. All right, so let me see here. Okay, Jolene Virgo, 824, stuck right now. General reading, please. All right, Jolene. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. Sorry. I'm not crazy, guys. I promise you, but I think of Dolly Parton. Isn't that her song? Jolene. I saw Dolly with Galactic something. It's one of my groups, Galantis. She was over here getting into electro pop and stuff, doing her country thing, on the song, but kind of mixed. Like she's collaborating. She looks still healthy, for her age to be doing all that. I'm like, you go, Miss Dolly. My God, I'm a character. Like I could have my show, and I bet you I would make people laugh and have ratings. And I'm just being kind of narcissistic saying that, but it's the truth. Move over, Wendy Williams. There's some new blood in town. Jolene Virgo. So I got for you fertility. Let's take a root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about fertility. Now, I don't feel like this is necessarily like the word fertility can be misconstrued and people can think that it is pregnancy. I don't feel like this is about pregnancy. Maybe you will relate to this card in some kind of way. Fertility is to me is like a new beginning, a new cycle, a new birth. Maybe it's an idea that you're going to be, birthing in some kind of way, like initiating and creating and embarking on something new. And that can be interpreted through as fertility when I see this card. Okay, it's something that where you're allowed to grow, like a baby grows. Maybe like a personal project, an entrepreneur type of move that you're going to be doing, Jolene. That's going to help you with your finances, help you in your love life as well. Because notice the color red is about passion. It's about being fervently passionate about life and about your love life and in all aspects. So this is really good for you. I feel like 7, 8, 9, 10. I read 37, 7. That's 10. So within 1 month, like November's going to be a power month for you, my dear. What I do is like when I see numbers that are double digits, I add them up and then try to reduce them to the single digit when I'm reading cards. So that's comes out to a number 1, even though it's 37. Okay, and then I got magical powers. I weave and clear, I cast and know, magic secrets to me now show. So your spiritual side is emerging, and I feel like you're going to find some healing and some answers by delving more into your spiritual side. I can see you searching out psychics, maybe getting a psychic reading if you haven't already. I feel like your third eye is also opening up, and it's kind of like giving you some clarity, but you're still confused or you need that validation. And Spirit is telling you don't need to seek the validation because you can seek answers from a spiritual, person, a psychic, a medium, a healer, but really and truly, it's like it's all in you. You got the magic, okay? It's just a matter of tapping into that. And people ask me all the time, how can I tap into my spiritual gifts? Use them. Trust, like keep a journal, look at some celebrity gossip channels. And if you see something like a relationship, write it down and the date, and then you can refer back to it in a couple of months. If you have a friend who you're close with and she shares some tea with you about her relationship and you already know that it's not going to work out, but maybe you're afraid to tell her, whatever the circumstances is, write it down. And then when she comes back months from now and says, well, they ended it, that you can know that, that's what's happening, that that actually happened. So just pay attention to that. And I feel like this is going to be very good for you. So let me scroll down here. And I still got about 15 minutes, 20 minutes here. See, I can be hitting notes when my throat is good. I don't know if I sounded good. Did I sound good singing Jolene? Uh, I'm like that jack of all trades. Like, I love music. It's in my blood. I could definitely be singing, but thanks, Jolene. Andrina Iniopolis, she says, you're crazy, Ray. Love it. I am. Like, people be looking at me and they're like, my magic is working on Ray. He's losing his mind. Oh my God, it's working. All my haters out there, they're like, we got him. He's losing his mind. He's cracking up and he's being a character. No, honey, this is me. This is my Gemini coming out. And I'm just being carefree. Like, this is who I truly am. Like, I'm not just a psychic that's just, serious and blah. Like, I'm multidimensional. I'm crazy, but I own it. I mean, this is a time that I have with you guys every week that I can feel like I can be myself and just let loose. Like, I feel free, and I do that even in my private time. Like, I will be doing readings and then some music comes on. I'm like, hold on, that spirit, you need to take a seat. Can I put you on hold for a second so I can jam to this song? Or, it's just who I am. Like, that's who I am. I'm like, please take a seat, because I'll have spirit talking to me in the middle of a reading. I'm like, but then I hear like Yeba coming on. And then, when Yeba comes on, like, she's my addiction, like her voice, or Ariana Grande. I love Ariana. Some other people. I'll be like, hold on, take a seat, spirit. Let me put you on hold. John Broom, thank you. Love your energy and spirit too. Or Dolores. Mr. Shoddy Red. Hey, boo. For some reason, I should not be eating, and I won't be eating Chinese food. But someone here in this group today is craving Chinese food, and I'm picking up on y'all's craving for Chinese, because I'm craving the lo mein noodles, and I'm not really craving it, but I'm picking up as an empath. Someone on here is driving me crazy with y'all's Chinese obsession. Somebody wants to eat Chinese, or is going to eat Chinese, or is going to be. Is it you, Mr. Shoddy Red? Get out of here. And that's what I felt like somebody is tearing up some Chinese food. And I love Chinese food, but I can't have it. Well, I can have it in moderation, probably just a small serving of it, because otherwise, ooh, child, that blood sugar will be through the roof. You know how much sugar is like in soy sauce and like fried stuff? Like, I cannot have that, but I can have it in moderation, like once in a blue moon, maybe once or twice a month. So Janice was like, who doesn't want to eat Chinese? Trust me, there's a lot of people that do not like Chinese food. A lot of people think that they're eating cat meat. Like, I hate to, like, that is, like, to me, stereotypical of people associating Chinese food with that. There's a lot of people that will not eat Chinese food, but I live for it. No, but that's what people say. And it's like, I love Panda Express as well. Like, we have something called China Buffet, and I love the General Joe's. I love orange chicken. I love lemon chicken, and I love noodles. I don't care so much for the rice unless there's beef. It's like a beef stirred rice. But yeah, I love that. Dolores, she's putting the cat emojis. Okay, Rainbow of Love. Let me pull a card for you. Hi, Sally Cell. I hope you had a wonderful birthday, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Okay, Rainbow of Love. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Um, you got a card of letting go, hun. So there's something here that you're needing to let go, Rainbow of Love, okay? Some kind of hurt, some kind of rejection, something that has been done to you, okay, that has you feeling down, whether it's even your job, being unhappy. But there is something that we have to let go here. And then you got friendship. Bring me to friendship true, sharing laughter, understanding too. So again, there is something here about friendship, healing, the color green that you're going through, all right? I hope that helps. Selly Cell said, I did my birthday. I tried to order a reading, but I couldn't. I will try again. Yeah, right now, guys, if you want a private reading, I'm offering I was on Madame Pamita's show. She barely posted it yesterday. Check out the video. I love her. She is great. Check out the video. I announced but I'm going to tell y'all here. I'm giving away, doing a giveaway on her, but check out the video to find out how to enter that giveaway. The other thing is that I'm offering all of my readings until October 31st, 33% off of my readings and jewelry. I have a lot of jewelry on my website, 33% off. All you have to do is enter the promo code Spell Squad for 33% off. It's valid between now and October 31st. So if you got paid today and you can't do it, you have until next Friday, until Halloween. It's Spell Squad, SPELLSQAD. The only thing is, for that 33% off, you have to spend at least a minimum of $120. But a lot of people sometimes let me go ahead and fix that. You don't have to spend $120. But if you buy a reading, my regular reading is $120. When you take the 33% off, it comes off to $84 if you're here in America. I'm not sure of the conversion to Australia. I think it's like maybe 110. But whatever the situation is, no, it's 33% off my jewelry and readings. But if you buy just jewelry, like 3 or 4 pieces, you're not going to get the 33% off, because you have to, the way the coupon works, and you can try it, maybe you can, you have to spend at least $120 to get that 33% off. I believe that's how it works in the system. Anyways, you still get a discount on, if you've been wanting a reading with me, this is your time to do it, okay? Okay, let me see. I didn't see what Denise said. Let me see. I'm going up to see. Let me see what Denise says here. What does she say? Denise, where's your comment? I didn't see it. I'm trying to scroll up. Okay, guys, give me 1 second here. I'll be right back. I have to step away for a second. Be right back. Sorry, guys. Somebody was at the door. Okay. Crazy Collins' mom says, I enjoyed your black china tea. I mean, your black china. Now I'm talking about tea. Your black china reading. Thank you. Oh, I also have a reading. I mean, I went to the zoo today. So I have a special like vlog of me and my personal places that I go. I'm going to start kind of filming that to take you on a journey with me. And I got to see so many beautiful pets and animals today at the zoo. So if you hear me talking in baby voices, like if I was talking to a baby, that's me. That's me with my my little fur babies that are there. You know, they're not my pets, they're the zoo's, but I love animals. And so I always talk to them kind of like in a baby voice. But you'll see what I'm talking about. Just going through the comments here. I do not like crawfish. People like crawfish. I will not eat crawfish. They scare me. Like, I'm just terrified. I've never had it. I wouldn't want to have it. Okay, Denise Tate, thank you. I saw your message now. You said yes, message, and then not good for the blood. Yeah, they use tons of that the sugar and the Chinese food. Like, it will spike up not only your cholesterol but your diabetes, like your sugar, blood levels, your insulin. It will spike it up. So like, I have that Freestyle Libre meter, and I check myself after every meal, so I know already like what to stay away from when I go out to eat. I know like if there is like a burger or something, I can only eat the meat and maybe like just the lettuce or cheese. You know, those are things that I can have protein. But when it comes to like patties and starches and white breads and flour and pasta, oh my God, and pasta. I love pasta. That's the Italian in me coming out. I love pasta. I could tear up some pasta if it's really good. Oh my God. Don't get me started. And noodles. I love noodles. All right, no more talking of food. I need to do a mukbang on this channel, but maybe with healthy food. Would y'all like that? I think I need to do a mukbang. Like, everybody's doing that, and they're getting like thousands of views and stuff. Not that I would be doing it for the views, but just to change up a little bit and do some other things on my channel as well. I've been thinking about that, but I don't like know what to get. Maybe like Jason's Deli. Do y'all have Jason's Deli wherever you live at? We have something called Jason's Deli in Texas, or at least where I live at. They're pretty healthy. A lot of people like Taco Bell. See, I can't do all that Taco Bell stuff because they be using tortillas and corn shells, and like even corn tortillas are not that good for diabetics. Like, you're supposed to not like have chips or anything like that. So I could probably have the inside of it. You'll need to be hitting up this video with comments on what I can do a mukbang on. Places like food chains, like what would y'all suggest for me to eat, and I'll do a mukbang. I love Whataburger. I have Whataburger here, but I cannot, unless it's like, you know, I have to moderate. Like, I cannot eat all that. Story times. I haven't done a story time. I need to probably do that. It's so hard when you want to eat like out. You have to be, somebody says Taco Bell gives them diarrhea. We had a Chipotle, and then Chipotle closed. Like, they opened up and they built this new building, and then after about 5 months or less, they closed it. I heard that there is salad dressing for diabetics. Yeah, I try to use like a vinaigrette, but slightly, or a lemon juice on my salad when I have salad, because it's so hard to find a salad dressing that is good for diabetics. It's really, yeah, Chipotle closed. Like, I don't know what happened. I never even had Chipotle in my life. So if y'all want to ship me on dry freeze a Chipotle taco or something, I'm just kidding. Send it to my P.O. box. That would be pretty gross. I know. With the drinks, for me as a diabetic, Crystal Light is my paradise. It is my go-to drink now that I can't have, you know, like soda waters and things that are like horrible and bad for my diet. So that's what's been getting me through. Like, Crystal Light is good. A lot of people don't like Crystal Light because it does contain a little bit of aspartame or spartamine. I don't know what you call that. Like, it's like one of those chemicals that's used. It's known to be toxic. But honey, it tastes delicious because naturally, like aspartame, like when it's like Diet Cokes, I cannot do Diet Cokes. I don't like the taste. I will not drink Diet Coke. It's gross. Coke Zero, yes. And there's this another thing, Cherry Cola Fiesta or something. It's like a cherry Coke, but it's Diet Coke. I can do that. Like I've had one before. Coconut water, I do not like coconut water. I don't know why. I love coconut, but with the water, if it has a lot of milk in it, like coconut water milk, I don't know. I can't do it. But yeah, I try to stay away from all of that. I drink Crystal Light. It's really good. My favorite is fruit punch. Like fruit punch is my favorite, and then peach iced tea. If not, it's water, and that's how I survive. There's also a V8 Fusion. Now that you said coconut, there's this V8 Fusion or V8 drink, and it's grapefruit with coconut milk. No, coconut water. Hold on. It's grapefruit with coconut. If I'm not mistaken, I drink that. It's for hydration. It's really good. Like it tastes really good. It's kind of bland, but grapefruit is good for diabetics if you're a diabetic. It does lower the glycemic index. Like it does lower your sugar. I love lemonade. Yes. Crystal Light and lemonade. Yeah, it doesn't taste bad. Trust me. It sounds maybe a little gross, grapefruit, because grapefruit, if you know what grapefruit tastes like, it's kind of bitter. It's not sweet at all. Like to me, it's never been sweet. But it's really good with that coconut water. Okay, let me do one more reading and then I'll be wrapping it up. Somebody said rat poison, Maureen. Are you talking about aspartame? Don't scare me now. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Spirit, draw me to somebody. But I seriously need to do a mukbang. Because everybody's doing it. I try to do the Popeye chicken sandwich. I mean, the Popeye chicken sandwich when it was, a hot commodity. But apparently in my town, everybody wanted the Popeye and sold out. I still haven't tried the Popeye chicken sandwich. I still need to try it. Marie Romo asked, do you do animal readings? I do. I don't advertise it but I need to update my website for that. I do readings on pets that are alive or deceased. I do. I have done. And I can communicate with pets. Which you'll see in the video that I do. I communicated with some foxes, some wolves, and they were so adorable. Like I talked to them in the zoo, and they came to me, and they were not afraid. And some of the other animals too. And then some of them were like blatantly ignoring me. So rude. Just kidding. Okay, so let me see. Okay, Jamie S. Jamie S. If you're still on, Jamie S. girl, I'm pulling some cards. Jamie S. You got energy. All right a light inside my fire divine. Energy fill me, make me shine. Ooh, you are shining, girl. That's your Jamie S. Like you're getting in a period where you're gonna start feeling more energetic, feeling more like alive, more happier in your life. Whatever the drama is, it's going away. You're full of energy and you're protected. Okay. Next card I got is prosperity. It's as this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universe divine. Prosperity, cha-ching, money. Your finances are going to be changing and improving, Jamie. And it says 3 months. So I feel like between now and the end of the year, you're going to be getting some money, maybe even up until the month of January. No, this is not income taxes. There's something of monetary changing, some growth, some prosperity for you. It's really good. So I hope that helps. Guys, I want to thank you so, so much. I hope you enjoy your weekend. If you want to book a private reading with me, now's the time. Use promo code Spell Squad for 33% off. If you want some healing jewelry, because all the jewelry that I sell, I program it with healing energy. My throat's kind of dry now. This is your time to load up your shopping carts with jewelry. You know, they're inexpensive jewelry pieces plus your, you know, your readings, and you can maybe gift them for Christmas, or maybe you need a set of hot earrings, you know, or rings or a pendant for your Halloween costume to complete it. I'm not a salesperson, so I'm not going to try to be like if I was on the shopping network, the home shopping network, and sell you something. But I will say this: get those. Get my Oracle cards. If you haven't already, you need to buy my Oracle cards, okay? But other than that, I love you, love you, love you. Please keep it real. Please be safe if you're going to a Halloween party. Do not be drinking and driving. Call an Uber, get a taxi, call Lyft, or use your app to do it, or have a friend do it for you. But please do not get inebriated and go and try to take off in the wheel. Be careful. Do not get into those hair pulling, weave pulling, extension pulling fights with other women at the parties on Halloween because somebody, you know, is looking at your man shady, etc. So I'm just being facetious here, but it happens when people, you know, are partying, having a good time. People can lose it very easily. Try to stay calm, cool, collected, and have fun. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Stay tuned to my video coming out tonight about the zoo, etc. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your day and weekend. I love you. Bye.